Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about how to remove a snake stuck shed. And you're going to need a bin, some sphagnum moss. So a lot of people talk about removing stuck sheds by either like soaking the snake. It always usually involves something with soaking the snake in water for half an hour to an hour, something like that. And I've tried that, and to be honest, it doesn't really work as well as what I'm going to show you guys. So this is one method that I've kind of developed myself. I haven't really seen anyone else use it. I'm sure other people have done it. It's probably not something new. But I haven't seen a lot of people recommend it, and I find it to be by far the best way to remove a stuck shed. Works every time. Way less work on your part than soaking it. You don't really have to watch the snake, anything like that. So let's get into what it involves then. So basically, you've got your bin. You just take some sphagnum moss, fill it with sphagnum moss. Alright, so now you got your bin full of sphagnum moss. You want to just spray it down really well. And I mean really well. Like, you want this stuff to be pretty much soaking, well, not soaking wet, but you want it to be past damp. So I mean, you don't have to worry about it being like, you know, causing respiratory infections or whatever, because the snake's only going to be in there for 2 or 3 hours. So basically, you just get it wetted down really well, thoroughly all the way through. Alright, and then what you want to do is you put it somewhere warm. So I use here this kind of piece of heat tape. I just set it on low. I've got it set to a rheostat. Put it on low. You could, you know, if this fits in one of your actual snake rack tubs, you could put it in there. Basically just somewhere warm. And I also put a water dish in there. I'm sure they don't need it, but you know, for prolonged, you know, bad cases where you might have the snake in there for 4 or 5 hours, I don't know, I just put a water bowl in there just in case they want to drink. But so you just put it on a warm spot, you know, around 85 degrees or whatever. And so basically what this creates now, and obviously you put the lid on, and you don't want a ton of holes, just you know, regular aeration holes that you might have. And so what this creates now is a sauna, kind of. So I call it my snake sauna, basically. And this thing gets to insanely high humidity. And basically, you just pop the snake in there, check on it every couple hours, and the snake actually moves around in there. Or, well, should if it's not lazy, but they usually will move around in there, like among the moss and whatnot, and they'll actually remove the shed themselves. And if they don't, after a couple hours, it'll be so soft you can just basically just wipe the stuck shed right off them. And this works for severe cases of shed, basically anything. So let's try it out. I've got a snake here that I've got a stuck shed on, so let's do a demonstration. Alright guys, so I actually sprayed it a lot more off camera. Just so you can get an idea, I used like a full spray bottle actually. Usually I actually kind of dump some water in there so it gets really soaked, but you just want to make sure it's, you know, you can kind of pick it up, make sure it's wet all the way through to the bottom. And I put a good layer in there. So anyway, you get, so now that you have your sphagnum moss all wet and set up there, you get your snake in. She'll come off my arm. Okay. So you got your snake in. So you want to tap it up. Put it on the heat source for about 2 hours, and then we'll come back and check on her. Alright, so now we've got her out here. She's been in there for around 2 or 3 hours, and you can see the skin just, old skin just rubs right off. So basically you can just, you can see it just comes right off. And you can just use your fingers or like a wet towel or something, and so you basically just kind of rub it off, and that's it, guys. It's really easy method you can use to help your snake with a stuck shed. Thanks for watching.